Okay, I'm going to make this a quicker video because it doesn't need to be overcomplicated. The more complicated we make it, the harder it is to get success on this journey. Now, this black line here is your maintenance calories for the day. If you eat this amount of calories, you won't gain weight, you won't lose weight, as long as you have a good amount of protein as well, depending on your body type. You won't lose muscle, you won't gain muscle. That's a little bit debatable, but essentially you won't lose or gain fat. Now, if you eat above your maintenance calories, and if you stay within this specific window and you're working out correctly, you'll probably gain more muscle than fat, pretty much. If you hit a threshold, everyone's different, where you're eating too many calories, you're going to start just putting on fat / storing energy. That's how it goes. Now, with the opposite direction, accelerating your fat loss, if you are in this specific window here, just underneath maintenance calories, and you're working out really well, you'll lose that stubborn fat loss if you're at the tail end of your weight loss journey. So we're looking to maintain as much muscle mass as possible, maybe build up a little bit of muscle. So essentially, the closer we are to the maintenance calories, but we're in a slight deficit, the more we're going to change the composition of your body and lose a bit of fat, but gain a little bit of muscle, as long as we're hovering just around maintenance calories, just underneath. There's a threshold, so if we go all the way down to this high fat loss amount of calories that you're eating per day, so we're eating less than maintenance by a significant amount based on how the body responds. So typically what I've given you in the program, if you're on the fat loss transformation diet, and if you're on a one-on-one coaching client plan, it's probably even more advanced, more tailored to your lifestyle, your needs, your goals, your habits, your routines. But typically it's about 400 calorie deficit based on your maintenance. Obviously it changes again based on lifestyle. If you're already underweight or have been dieting for a long time, we'll do this so long as you don't approach 1400 calories or less as a deficit, because that's now we're talking unhealthy amounts of food, dangerous food quantities, because depending on your body type, if you're eating too lower amount of calories, you can actually go into this red zone. What is this red zone? This red zone is your body believing that it's in a starvation mode, believing that it's in a survival mode, believing, and as a result, it reduces its leptin levels, and it triggers the body to think that it's more hungry than it is. So ghrelin increases, and your body, your brain, your emotions, your hormones essentially tell the whole body to stop expending energy. Once you start hitting this level of less calories on a consistent basis, because obviously there's some people who do a fast for an entire day, but what they typically do is they make up for the calories the next day. So they eat, they might have bugger all calories one day, but then excess calories the next day. If they have bugger all calories one day and then just go back to maintenance, they've probably just lost a little bit of muscle mass, depending on how long they're fasting. So there's a lot of complexities, but we won't go into it on this video. Just know that if you're averaging throughout a week, throughout a month, throughout a 30 to 90 day challenge, if you're averaging above your own version of the fat loss threshold, like above the survival body state threshold, so typically 400 calories deficit or less, if you're hovering in here for a long period of time, you're going to be losing body fat, so long as you're exercising okay and your protein intake is at a really good level based on what you'll see in the macro and calorie calculator. Typically 0.82 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. But if you're, let's strip it back off to the fundamentals. If you're in this threshold, great, you're going to be losing weight pretty consistently, and you might just need the odd day where you're above maintenance just to tell the body, hey, I'm good, I'm not in a survival stressful state, I've got plenty of food, I just want to lose weight. The problem is some people will over exercise, they'll do too much walking, too much cardio, and under eat, and it might get them to dip on average into this little threshold here just underneath. They might think, I just want to lose that extra little bit more really quickly, I just want to eat burn an extra 100 200 calories a day, I just want to eat a little bit less per day. But by averaging in this little red zone, even if it's up the top, your body will then start to again increase those hunger hormones, decrease the amount of energy it's outputting, and overall throughout the entire day, throughout the entire week, entire month, on average, you're going to be losing less weight, less fat. You're going to be burning less fat. It's a catch-22. You can't really accelerate fat loss without the repercussions of either losing your muscle mass, which will cause your body fat percentage, which is one of the bigger goals and targets here in the beauty building challenge. We want a healthy body fat percentage. You get aesthetics and health. If you're in this little deficit here, it can cause you to need to eat above maintenance for a period of time, 1 to 2 weeks or more, in order to increase your body's awareness to believe it's not in a survival state anymore. So when it comes, you want a bit of tough love, to be honest, there's a consequence for being overweight, and the consequence is that it takes time to lose weight in a as healthy and as fast period of time without losing body fat. If I were to give you an aggressive diet where calories are really low, yes, you'll lose weight on the scale, but you'll lose muscle mass. And if I can't stress enough to you that body fat percentage is the goal target here. You may have some really amazing progress right now or in the past where you've eaten bugger all food, dangerous calorie intake amounts, but again that can lead to eating disorders, body dysmorphia, yo-yo dieting. I challenge you on this booty building challenge journey for 30 or to 90 days or more. Stick with my protocols. You'll build up the long-term habits. You'll enjoy eating food again. You'll enjoy being social again. You'll have less anxiety and depressive emotions with this kind of journey. I can't promise any cures for those kind of mental states if you're suffering from something that's a bit beyond just eating. If you do need a little bit of extra support that goes beyond my scope of practice, please see the other modules, like the eating disorder module and the mental health modules, mindset modules. But I'm telling you, stick with this journey. You're going to see rapid results if you stick with these calorie intakes and the goals that we've set out for you in the one-on-one coaching. There is a consequence for being overweight for too long, and the consequence is that to do this right, it takes time. We want your weight loss journey to look, scratch this little red section here, we want your journey to look like a roller coaster that's trending downwards. Because we're not aiming for perfection, we're aiming for long-term habits and results. So you might be starting here. If you're on a weight loss journey, you might go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But overall, we're trending downwards. That's the goal. And I know you've probably yo-yo dieted so much in your past that when you do have these slight peaks, it freaks you out, and traditionally you just go back to normal. Or you eat more food and your next starting point would be up here. I need you to realize that what we're doing here is healthy and as fast as possible. And the quality of life goal is what comes into play here. Your quality of life while losing weight. That's the dream goal. Like, this is fight the urge to be tempted. This is a challenge rather than over everything that you've probably tried in the past. And the challenge is to enjoy having a non-restrictive diet and losing weight as fast as possible if you're looking to accelerate your fat loss. So what I did is, if I want to eat more food, sometimes I'll just walk an extra 20 to 40 minutes. I'll still stay within this range, but it allows me to eat more food, like an extra 200 to 300 calories. That's an entire bag of popcorn for me. That squashes that extra little craving that I'll have at night, and all because I walked a little bit extra that day. That's, in my mind, I know it's not exactly accelerated fat loss, but this is, I guess, what is programmed and marketed to you in the real world. Like, scam, lose fat, lose as much weight in as short a period of time as possible, get that before and after body transformation. You're going to get that before and after body transformation if you follow this protocol. Trust me. I challenge you to trust me. I challenge you to trust in the process. Another tip, if you go see my I'm not seeing results module, if you're struggling to see results and you're sticking with these protocols, I really need you to check that out. It gives you a bit more support that you will be losing weight as fast as possible if you're not seeing results. So go review that module, watch that video, check the tips, and really great signs to see you on this page checking out this video. It shows that you want this goal a lot, and I'm going to get you there. Just follow my advice, please. Just try not to do any other cleanses or other training protocols while you're on this course, on this challenge. It'll be worth it. Trust me, that's the challenge. Nice. All right, thanks so much. I might even put some more links as we go on this program. The extra things that you can do is essentially like try and reduce your stress. That's accelerated fat loss, reducing your stress. Check out the supplement section on the website, and let's really turn your life and health around, and your self-worth, self-confidence. I'm pretty excited about it. So yeah, jump on. We'll talk soon.